Good day and greetings. Yours truly here, Mr. Maxzilla himself, the thriller in vanilla. What's up? I'm here for a reading of Lyamano, which is gibberish, or Zack Miller, which is like the language that I speak. It's Zack Miller for Anomaly, how to finally stand out from the crowd. What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be reading, I believe, chapter 19 of this book. It is titled Handwritten Cards. Hell of a name there. Thanks for tuning in. This is a reading from Lyamano. I have no idea what that means. Here we go. Chapter 19 of part 2. Handwritten cards. When was the last time you met someone and got a nice to meet you handwritten card in the mail afterwards? You probably can't remember, can you? A simple handwritten thank you or pleasure to meet you can do wonders for showing others you respect and appreciate them. It has become the normal practice to begin a relationship with someone by exchanging email addresses and phone numbers and starting conversations that way. But that's what everyone else does. You don't want to be like everyone else, do you? What does an anomaly do? They obtain the mailing address and send them a handwritten card. It could say anything like, nice to meet you. I'm looking forward to a long and fruitful relationship. Or something else very simple like, yo, what's up? And then your name. That's it. I don't know. Just send something. Whether it's following up with someone you just met or sending a note to a guest you recently had on your podcast, the extra touch will be appreciated. Plus, it'll help you stay in their mind, and that is exactly what an anomaly does. They stick in someone's mind and are rarely forgotten. I actually have a ton of those cards just, sitting right here by me. And also, those are ones that people sent me, and I just did a bunch of other ones handwritten out. So, constantly sending out cards. It's a great thing. If you're applying to a college or a job, the standard procedure is to send in a cover letter or story about yourself along with your resume. But you know that you're competing with dozens, possibly hundreds, maybe even thousands to get that acceptance or job. Paper and digital resumes all look the same. They do, don't they? What's your name? What's your, credential? All the same. What can you do to be the anomaly? Don't just apply to the position. Learn who the acceptance committee is or the person handling the job interviews. Maybe it's the CEO or the HR person in the company. You can search who it is via their website or look to see where to send your application. Before you send in your required documents, you need to dazzle those making the decisions about you before they even get your application or resume. Think about that. Before they even get your resume, you're going to send them something that will dazzle them. Why? Because then when they actually learn about you and they get that information from you, they already like you. You're one-upping them. Send them a handwritten Sending them a handwritten I cannot speak. Sending them a handwritten card thanking them for the opportunity to review your application and let them know that you look forward to meeting them in person. Love this. People in these positions rarely receive anything that stands out like a handwritten card or note. Seriously, it's very easy to do. In TV news, hiring managers receive audition tapes of potential new team members. A reporter, anchor, director, editor, or producer, basically anyone in the business is sending them this thing called a sizzle reel, a collection of their best work showing why they're a prime candidate for the position. The challenge is that every single sizzle reel looks the same, like literally the exact same. Sure, the content is different from person to person, but for the most part, every tape has the same feel of it. If it's not tape, it could be a digital file. With hundreds of submissions for every new TV position available, the hiring managers spend hours and hours looking through tapes, DVDs and tapes, or digital files until they find the one they like. Most sizzle reels are viewed for just a few brief seconds, if at all. All that work, all the mail sent, it's terrible. To be the anomaly, The Anomaly. You must think creatively on how you can game the system or be seen by someone in a crowded world. In addition to sending a handwritten card in advance of your application and or resume, send food. Love sending food. In the newsroom, an applicant who really wanted a job would send a cookie cake with the station call letters on it or a handful of pizzas. For just a few bucks, you're all but guaranteeing you'll be noticed and be given a more thorough look than the others. And that's exactly what we're trying to do here. If you're applying to several jobs and money is tight, try to find similar ways that fit your budget to provide value or something unique to the hiring manager. If you're applying to 100 schools or jobs, it may not be advantageous to send a handwritten letter to each. And the additional cost for food, cake, or individual items may be too expensive. Instead, write the card and only pick a few locations to send something a little more special to. Your dream school or job or top 5 is a great way to start. Roadmap. Number 1, buy 50 simple cards. Nothing fancy, blank, cheap cards work. Go to Amazon, go to whatever, and buy literally 50 super cheap, easy handwritten cards. Nothing even has to be on them. They can just be blank. They can be white, they can be black, they can be gray, they can be silver. They can be orange. I think this is orange. I'm colorblind. Doesn't matter what color it is. Just you need something that you can script, write a little script on. A little handwriting script. Is that the right word? Who knows? Number 2, send a card to everyone you meet and want to be connected with. Rinse and repeat. That's it. Like literally, send a handwritten card. No one else will do it because they're all going to be lazy or say, "Oh, that's so weird. People don't do that. That's so weird." And guess what? You will stand out from that alone. It will cost you 57 cents or so to send each one, and potentially it could make you millions in return. That's a pretty good margin. So what are you going to do? Are you going to send a handwritten card? Or are you going to be like, oh, no one reads the mail? Send a handwritten card because Zack Miller said so. Peace and pancakes. On to the next chapter.